Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Today's question is k different pairs in array. Given an array of integer nums and an integer k, return the number of unique k different pairs in the array. A k different pair is an integer pair nums I, nums j where the following are true. That is I is greater than equal to 0 and j is less than length of the array. Where I is not equal to j and b minus a, that is the difference between nums I and nums j, is k. Let's understand this question with the help of an example. See, here the array is given as 3, 1, 4, 1, 5 and k is 2. We have to find the pair in the array in which the difference between two elements is equal to 2, and those elements should be present at different indexes. That is, we can see that one pair is 3, 5 as a difference between this is 2, and another pair is 1, 3. That is the difference between these two numbers is also 2 and they are at different indexes. Now let's look at another example. Our array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and k is 1. So we can see that the pairs are 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4 and 4, 5. As there are two numbers and their difference is 1 and they both exist on the different indexes. So this was the example. We have to take care that we have to find the unique pair. That is, in this case, suppose there are one pair is that 3, 1, this one, and another pair is this 3 and this one. So but these both pair are not different, so we will not take these pair and will count these pairs as 1. So now let's look at the approach of this question. Now the approach of this question is very simple. We are given an input array and k value, and we are using this formula to find out the values. That is, nums I minus nums j equal to k. We have to follow this constraint, that is the difference between two numbers should be equivalent to k. So we can transform this formula into this formula, that is nums I minus nums j equal to k. The k comes to left side and nums j go to right side. So our new formula will become nums I minus k equal to nums j. So we have to satisfy this equation instead. So now let's look at the approach. The approach we will be using is a hash map approach. What we have to do in this approach, we have to fill all the values of the array in the hash map with their frequency. That is, this is the array. We have to make a hash map and store all the values present in the array. So we can see that I have already formed the hash map with key and value. Key as the unique number in the array and value as the frequency of that element is in the array. That is, 3 has come one time, 1 has come 2 times in the array, 1 and 1, that is 2 times, and 4 has also come 1 time in the array. So we have to fill the values of the array in the hash map. Now we know that each key in the hash map is unique. We can see that total value in the array was 5, but the total values in the hash map is 4 only. This is because we can form the key only unique, which is unique. That is, we can notice that 1 has come 2 times. So what we will do, what our hash map will do, it will convert the repeating value into one value only with its frequency. So our hash map, the key of the hash map will be unique. So the total number of unique numbers will be given by the hash map. So now what we will do, we will iterate over the hash map. Now this is our hash map. This is our hash map. Now we will iterate over the hash map using a loop. And what we will do, see, we are using this for loop to iterate over the hash map. Now what we will do, if mp.count x.first minus k. See, our formula which we have to use is nums I minus k is equal to nums j. We have to find that whether there exists a value in the array in which these conditions fulfill, that is nums I minus k equal to nums j. So here are nums I is being converted to the key of the hash map, that is x dot first, and our k is the given constraint, that is the k which is given in the question. So we have to find whether there is a value of nums I minus k in the hash map or not. If the value exists, it means that nums I minus k exists in the hash map. It means that this condition is fulfilled. Now let's dry run the code, how it will look. So this is the hash map. Now we will iterate over the hash map. So first key is 3 and our k is given as 2. So what we will do, we will find whether 3 minus 2 that is equivalent to 1 exists in the hash map or not. So we can see that 1 exists in the hash map. So this was the case. Now at another iteration 1 will come. Now we will see whether 1 minus 2 that is minus 1 exists in the hash map or not. So we can see that minus 1 does not exist. So we will not increment our count. Now we will see we are at 4 and 4 minus 2 equal to 2 is present in the hash map or not. So we can see that it is not present, and we can also see that 5 minus 2 that is 3 is present in the hash map or not. So yes, 5 minus 2 is present in the hash map. So our count will increment. So in the end we can find the two pairs, two unique pairs, that is 3 1 and 5 3. So our answer will come out to be 2. So this was the case when our k was greater than 0. But what if our k is double equivalent to 0? In that case, our this approach might fail of iterating the hash map, because see, if our k is 0, now if our k is 0, assume that we are iterating the hash map. So when we are at 3, we will do 3 minus 0 which is equal to 3. So in this case 3 minus 0 which is equal to 3 already exists in the hash map. So it will give us count plus plus, that is we will take 3 into account also. So this case will fall if our k equal to 0. When our k is greater than equal to 0, our this approach, that is the iterating over the hash map, will give us 100% efficient result. So now let's look at the code and understand the two conditions, that is once when the k equivalent to 0 and when k is greater than 0. Now let's look at the code. Now see, I have already written a base condition when our k is less than 0. So in this case we have to do nothing, but we have to simply return 0. Now what we have to do, we have to form a hash map in which we have to store each and every element and it with its frequency. So our hash map will be of int comma int type, and our name of the hash map is MP. So now we will iterate over the array and fill the values in our hash map. So for int I equal to 0, I less than nums dot size I plus plus. Now we will put the frequency of the values of array in the hash map. So MP of nums I plus plus. So after this loop has ended, so our this hash map is formed, that is our this type of hash map is formed, where key is the unique values in the array and value is the corresponding frequency of the key. Now this has been formed. Now we have to take a variable called count1, which will store the number of unique pairs, in this case it is 2 and in this case it is 4. So this will be count1 and initialize it with 0. Now here comes the two cases where our k is double equivalent to 0 and when our k is greater than 0. So first look at the condition where our k is equal to 0. In this case what we will do, see, when our k is 0, our hash map is like this, and when our k is 0, what we will check, we know that we get a difference of 0 when both the values are same. We get a 0 when both the values are same, but there is a constraint that those two values must be present in the different indexes. That is, in this case, when our k is 2, so only one pair will exist, that is this one and this one. So these values must be greater than, so these values must be same and must be at the different indexes. So when our k is double equivalent to 0, we have to find those values whose frequency is greater than 1 in the array. As we can see this, that in this case the frequency of 1 is greater than 1 in this array. So we have to find these values for k equal to 0. So what we will do, we will iterate over our hash map x MP. If x dot second, that is the frequency of element, is greater than 1, we have to do count plus plus, count 1 plus plus. Now once we have iterated over the hash map, our count 1 will store the final answer and we will return count 1 from this here itself. Now this was the case when our k was equivalent to 0. Now what if our k is not equal to 0? So for k greater than 0, we will iterate our hash map. Now we will check if mp dot count is x dot first, that is the key, sorry here x dot first that is the key, minus k is present in the hash map or not. If it is present, we will increment our count plus, and in the end we will return our count 1. I will again make you go through the code. What I have done, I have first put all the values of the hash map in the all the value of the array in the hash map with their corresponding frequency. Now there are two cases, when our k is equivalent to 0 and when our k is greater than 0. When our k is double equivalent to 0, we are given the constraint that our two values must exist such that their difference is equivalent to k, and those two values should be at different indexes. So for a k double equivalent to 0, we must have same duplicate values in the array, and both should be present at the different indexes. So therefore, for this case, we have checked that whether their frequency is greater than 2 or not, greater than 1 or not. If their frequency is greater than 1, it means that the duplicate values exist and they may contribute in our answer. So we have done count 1 plus. So this was the case when k was equal to 0, and when k is not equal to 0, we have utilized this formula, that is numsI minus k equivalent to numsj. So here numsI will become the key of the hash map, that is these value 3, 1, 4, and our k will be given in the input, and we have to find that whether this combination exists in the hash map or not. If this exists, we have to update our count. Variable. So now let's run the code. So guys, you can see that the code is running and it is giving our almost 100% accuracy. So I hope guys you like the video. Thank you.